So yes, we were discussing difference between light reaction and dark reaction, as this is a little confusing. So we were done till this. Now this is a photochemical process. Wherever you see the word photo, which means light, or in the presence of light. So when you see photosynthesis also means the presence of light. Food which is made in the presence of light. Everything which is done in presence of sunlight. Okay. Okay, so we said, and chemical means chemical which are used for making. So photochemical phase, or second one is biochemical. Photochemical phase simply says this would be done in the presence of sunlight, because photo means light and the light is sunlight. Of course, the artificial light could not work on the plant. Whereas this is a biochemical phase. Biochemical means bio means life, where chemical means process which has been speeding, not speeding always, but making a synthesis and these all. So this is not called photo chemical phase, because there is absence of light, or sometimes it is present, sometimes it's absent, like it is depending, otherwise it is usually not. So second anyways is what I can. Okay, so here we have it take place in the grana of the chloroplast. Okay, so if this the thylakoid, no, listen now, this one step or the one piece structure is known as thylakoid, but when you make a bundle bundle like this, then this bundle would be known as granum or grana. Okay, this should be very much clear. And in chloroplast you will find these structure very commonly, like mostly. Okay, so don't get confused. So here we have this one structure grana. So in light reaction would be happening on in these, whereas here it's written that it take place in the stroma. Stroma is what? Stroma simply is the matrix. Matrix means a fluid with there. If I just made a picture last time, let me make again. This the chloroplast or a leaf. This a leaf, then we have chloroplast, this is the chloroplast. Here you'll find one thylakoid. So here this structure will have a matrix. That matrix is known as stroma in chloroplast. So dark reaction would happen in this stroma, whereas that light reaction would happen in this chloroplast. Not chloroplast, but in this grana. This should be also very much clear. Okay, then we have that NADPH utilized, and that H positive ions. Okay, NADPH here is the light reaction like grana or a thylakoid. In stroma, you will find H positive ions which will be present freely present. So when it's freely present, so we just say this here you find NADP. You don't find NADPH. There's no H. But from this stroma, H would be utilized to make what? To make this NADPH. Okay. As this will be its product, we will discuss that as well. Here, the hydrogen of NADPH that's combined with CO2. But in that stroma again, that will be combining with the CO2 as it's coming from outside. Okay. So this should also be very much clear. Then the end product are ATP and NADPH, and you need to remember this whenever anyone asks you what is the last or the end product of light reaction, that is ATP and NADPH. In this one you will find that the glucose is the end product. Glucose is the end product, but ATP and NADPH will help. Glucose will be formed how? As I just told you, light reaction will be done first, then it will be turn off dark reaction. So light reaction would be done in the presence of sunlight. Then indirectly dark reaction also needs sunlight. So when ATP and NADP are the end product of light reaction, so they will help to form what? To form glucose, and the glucose is the like the last or the end product of the dark reaction. Then the water splits into hydrogen. The water molecule is split into hydrogen and oxygen. It's very easy. And here glucose is produced, because as we know, here CO2 would be used. In this CO2 would be used. So we can say this is same. Here photolysis occur in pH2. Here is absent. Photolysis is the present where anything break down in the presence of sunlight. Anything would be breakdown. So in this light reaction you will find photolysis that will be occurring in photosystem. As I just told in the last video, photosystem, you will find two photosystem in this structure. Photosystem 2 will help in the photolysis. Here would be absent, like no photolysis process would be occurring.